and why I think they're a good brokerage firm to use. I also have down in the link below my referral link if you want to use it. It helped me out a little bit if you'd use it. Of course, it's not required, but that's in the description link below. And so TastyWorks I think is good because, well, one, it's going to be better than Robinhood own execution of stuff, and really I find it so far to be on par, at least on par, maybe even better than Fidelity is with their executions, and that's what I've used in the past. And of course, Fidelity is a much bigger brokerage firm at the time. And so, for instance, on options with TastyWorks, it's just going to be $1 to open, and then it's 0 to close it with TastyWorks. And so that's relatively cheap on options. If you look at most other brokerage firms, they're all going to be much more expensive, except for really Robinhood. And then Robinhood there has a lot of issues with slow execution. They usually only show the ask price if you're just trying to go off of the price that you see. So you'll put your order in and it won't get executed because it's not at the actual price where it needs to be to get executed. And then on stocks with TastyWorks, it's just 5 to open, then 0 to close, and that's cheaper than it is on Fidelity. And then I don't think most people do this as much, but if you do options on futures, it's $2.50 to open, 0 to close, and then for actual futures, it's going to be $1.25 a contract to open and a $1.25 contract to close. But so really the main thing on options, $1 to open, 0 to close, that's really cheap, and for that good execution, that's better than most brokers. And then the $5 on stock, and that's for unlimited shares. The $1 to open the option is $1 per contract, $10 max per leg, but it's 0 to close it for everything. So that really is, I would say, very cheap and allows you to pay. I mean, if you're playing options on any big name, $1 is really going to be pretty insignificant to you because options move so fast that you're either going to make or lose a lot more than $1, pretty much instantly, I would say. And so now we'll just go into the platform a little bit. And so, for instance, this is Facebook's, and I would say it's a really good platform to use. So what you would do is when you just came in here, you're going to see this icon right there that would say trade, and if you clicked on that, that's the table that pops up. And so for options, like right there, this would be SPY, this would be Facebook, and so of course the market's closed right now, but it shows you in the money for calls, and the money's highlighted like that, and the money for puts, which will be highlighted, and it says it right there. And it has the strike price, of course, right in the middle. We got the delta. It says calls on the left side, puts are me on the right side. Shows the implied volatility for the date of expiration that you're looking at. And so it's really helpful. It's very easy. If you want to just place an order, then as we've gone over in the past, you need to buy the ask. That's what people are selling it for. So what do you do in this platform? Well, if you're going to buy something, you just click on the ask, and it's highlighted to 1 to buy, and so it's going to be on the ask. So if you want to move that up or down for some reason, and that's how you do that. And so you would just click it, click review and send, and then it's going to show max profit infinity. That's obviously you're not probably going to get that, but then max loss is going to be 420 because this is what it's showing with long calls and puts. It shows you have earnings coming up, and show me right here, since the market closed, your order will begin during the next valid execution. And there we go. If you just double click it, you can mess with the actions or the number of contracts. You can see right there it shows the theta, the change, the delta, vega, bid, and the ask right there again. And alright, so I'm just going to exit out of that one, and you just hit the X, and then it'd be the same thing for puts. You just buy the ask and then click there if you want to exit. If you wanted to sell, you would click on the bid, I just have my account where it just does long calls and puts. I think that's what most people should stay in until they learn options a little bit more. And so yeah, it's really easy. You just scroll up and down for your strike price, and you come over here, and that shows you the expiration. And this is the close expiration. It shows you the star for a very high volatility, and then you can see if we go further out, the lowest volatility. It's going to have that arrow right there. It's 505 days away, June 19th. And so, very easy platform to use. And also, just another thing, like so some people talking about getting IV killed and stuff. These are the ones that you would get IV killed on. Now the move on Facebook has been so far that, you know, even that IV kill, you're probably still going to be making money. But on average, those are the ones you'd want to look out for. Like mine, I have the March 15th calls. Those, you know, we're only at 37 applied volatility before this move, and since they're so far out, the volatility won't affect them as much. But it's still close enough that the move should move the options considerably. And so yeah, that's really the easy setup. Pretty much, you're just gonna go up here, you know, type in whatever symbol, and then it's gonna show you all the implied volatilities and the days of expirations. And you know, once you select one, then you got your delta bid ask strike, and then for the other side shows the implied volatility up here and the money, out of the money, and strike price. And you're getting quick execution and cheap prices here. And then once you enter a position while the market is live, you would just click on the portfolio, and if you right click it, it's going to go ahead and give you options. Where you just have to do is make one more click, and from your portfolio you can close any position just by right clicking on it and clicking close, or you can say close per profit, or you can say roll those options. So for just one extra click, it gives you a lot of those moves very fast. And there is more things that you can do with TastyWorks, but that's just the easy way to do it. It does also show you on options. Those, I wouldn't use that as much, especially unless you're, well, yeah, I wouldn't use this table as much. I don't like this table as much. And then for the actual stock, you have right here, if you wanted to buy actual stock, how you would do it using this. It says, you know, buying in quantities of 100 is what I have it preset to. You know, market order, stop limit, all that type of stuff. But really, I mean, what this thing is built for, they even state in there, is the active options trader. And if you haven't tried out options, you know, it allows us to play stuff like Facebook, you know, maybe, or the SPY, where it's $267 a share, and you know, we can play it like this one would be, you know, 12 cents on the calls, or $1.87. Whereas, and you can make a lot of money off of these if it moves. And so, if you're going to actually buy the stock, you know, to make a lot of money off of it, you'd have to have tons and tons of shares. But anyway, so again, that's TastyWorks. Pretty good execution. I would say very cheap compared to the other major brokers, and so far it is executed like a major broker. They have very good customer service. Every time I've called, it's been an actual person, and I haven't got put on hold yet. Yeah, and nothing else really, I don't think, to say about that. Just hope that helps y'all out. If you have any questions, just ask me, you know, DM me. I've been using this platform. I only got it about a week or 2 weeks ago, so I'm still figuring out as well. And oh yeah, if you want to do what I'm doing with the cash account, then you can do unlimited, I don't know if people know this, but unlimited day trades and a cash account. Pattern day trader rule doesn't apply, but you just have to keep up with your settled cash, and options settle on T+1, so they settle pretty quickly. But you know, if you just put, like, say 5,000 in there and you're just trading $100 positions, then you're going to be able to make a lot of trades. And so if you only make like 5 trades a day, you know, you're probably just going to be able to keep trading that as much as you won't have to worry about it. And so anyway, yeah, I think that's the end of that video. I hope that helped y'all. And if you can, I'd appreciate it if you could use the referral link if you think you're going to sign up. And if you have any questions, just let me know.